Hey, Eric Burgess with IndustrySherpa.com and MoviXL.com. We're going to talk about the Movi XL and how it is different when you're controlling it with the Movi controller versus the new Movi wheels. So first of all, we have the new FRX Pro 900 megahertz radio attached to the Movi XL. It's all set up and ready to go. You can see that we've got full pan, tilt. I have zoom, focus, and iris control here. So we have full control of the system. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the motors again. And now we're gonna go take a look at the new Movi wheels. So with the Movi controller, we have it attached to our tripod with the standard tripod mount. And the Movi wheels comes with a base plate and an adapter for the Movi controller as well. So we're just going to lift this up and we'll go ahead and take out the base plate. So on the base plate, very interesting, and you'll notice that majority of these are 1/4-20, but there are a few holes that are actually M6. I don't know if this is standard on all the plates, but some of the holes like here and here, these are M6, or everything else is going to be 1/4-20. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to take our tripod mount off. We're going to attach that. We'll set the Movi controller aside. We're going to attach that to the 1/4-20 on the wheel plate. Super easy. Go ahead and mount that back onto the tripod. Now we're going to take the Movi XL plate and we'll go ahead and mount this on. Now I got the ability to still access the menus, and you know, the Movi controller acts like a counterweight in essence once we start adding the wheels. So you know, it pretty easy however you're going to want to do it. Kind of standard, obviously, pan, and then we'll take a third one. Any of them, they could be anything assigned. There's no set configuration. And we've got, and then we'll take, that's pan, that's tilt, and this one being roll over here. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll take the cables and we're just going to cascade them from, well, you know, since the controller's here, I'll make this the first, and we'll just daisy these. I'll go to this one here, and then I'm going to go into this one here. And it doesn't matter which one you do. And then 4-pin here, and then I'm going to go, this is the 6-pin with the multi-pin LEMO. So the multi-pin LEMO goes into the multi-pin port here, and then when we go into any one of them, I'll just go into the closest one, into the 6-pin connector, which is back down underneath here. And once you plug in the connector, it's going to light up. Each wheel has an LED indicator, and you'll see it'll blink on all 3 of them. And now they're all in. And the last bit is basically now to configure the Movi controller. Since the wheels are communicating through the Movi controller, through the FX Pro, then into the Movi XL or Movi Pro, we need to configure this to actually now be Movi wheels. So I'm going to go to Home, and then scroll down with the menu select button knob to TK config, select that, and now we're going to use the menu set, and we're going to switch that over to Movi wheels. And then I'm going to, once that's up to Movi wheels, I'm going to move up to TK action. I'm going to save that. So now everything's being controlled through the Movi wheels, and now it's just a matter of configuring the basically each wheel to be whatever it is that I want it to be. And that's the beauty of course, digital wheels. In some instances, we found that once you've connected everything, and this could just be with the latest firmware on the Movi controller, we actually have to power cycle the controller. So in between the double lines, what you want to see is actually it says wheel 1, wheel 2, wheel 3. If you don't see that, power cycle the Movi controller, and then we find typically then the information comes up. So now we want to define each wheel to an axis. So go ahead and then select pan, go down, hit tilt, come over and hit roll. And then as we scroll down, we see we still have the roll input. Instead of being here on the roll trim, is now defined to the wheel. Scroll down some more in the TK config, and you'll see that our directions and everything are normal. So it'll be interesting to see if zoom dampening still works with the wheels. Go ahead and engage. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom all the way in. We'll see. Yeah, still works. Because if I zoom all the way out, we'll see the speed significantly increase, and that's zoom dampening. So as I'm spinning and I'm zooming in, it will slow down. And now we have speed controls. If we go back into the controller here and go back to TK config, and we see here, we should see these values change, the CW values change as I change the speed knobs here, and you'll see they're moving on all of them. What I find at times too, the response of the joystick isn't as responsive as one would want as it is by itself. And that of course might change with the firmware. I don't have a monitor set up here, but this is what I found in the early days when we were first playing with the wheels. So I think that's it. This is how easy it is to configure the Movi wheels directly out of the box with your Movi controller on set to control your Movi XL, your Movi Pro. We are a FreeFly reseller and the original Flow Cine reseller as well. And everything you see here is available for rent or services or to purchase. So once again, Eric Burgess with Industry Sherpa and Movi XL, Movi-XL.com.